Hi everyone, this is Mary and welcome back to my channel. You don't know how many times I've started this video. So for the third time, and hopefully the third time is a charm, I'm going to start this again. Alrighty, so today, if you haven't already figured out, well, first of all, yes, I'm painting, but I'm not doing a painting per se. I am just working with this 8 by 10 canvas. It was already pre-gessoed, and I'm going to work on a mixed media project. But the reason why I had to start my video over several times is because, number one, this is a very long-handled brush, and I kept hitting my phone with it, and then eventually my phone just fell. And so anyway, there you go. And the next time I try to grab my phone slipped right out of my hands and onto the floor. But thank heavens we have a carpeted floor here. And no, I am not working in my craft room tonight. I am working, or this evening, however you want to say it. I'm working out in our dining room area, which is adjacent to our living room. So now that we've clarified that, now I've just kind of added this color here. Okay. And I have, where is the other one? Where did you go? I added that color. But it doesn't really matter because I just sort of mixed them all up. And I want this a little bit more wet here, so because I'm wanting to get this to be more of a background color than anything else. And no, I have not done any other projects using a canvas like this. Okay, and this is pretty well wet, nice and moist. So I wanted to do a project that maybe just sort of challenged me a little bit more. Right now I'm getting the edges. I know that you can't see that. It's just kind of hard to do this. But anyway, I'll focus on that here in a minute. Just kind of want to, I'm going to put that brush in there. Now I'm going to take a paper towel, and I'm just going to see how this looks. Might look like a mess. Just kind of like a mess, really. Yeah. Just like a mess. It's like I wanted to paint, but I guess I didn't. No, I just kind of wanted a background, and I didn't really want white. Kind of like how you would use background papers. You know, background card base or whatever you want to call it. I'm just rubbing the edges here a little bit because I want to make sure my edges are covered. I was going to do it this way, but I might just go ahead and work on it with like in this direction here. Not sure if I want it horizontal or if I want it more vertical. I don't know. We'll just kind of work with it as we go. Now then, I got out the paints, but it's not going to be just all painted. So I'm also going to be working with a paper base as well. So since I don't have everything right here at my disposal, I'm going to have to get up here and go into the other room and gather up some more of my supplies, and I'll be right back. But thank you so much for joining me, and meanwhile, get yourself a drink and get yourself a cookie, and I hope that you will stay a while and visit with me, and we can chat along the way. And if you'd like to work on a project in the background, you're more than welcome. Or if you just want to watch, that's fine too. I'm glad that you're here. Alrighty, I'll see you here in a moment. So I'm back. Did you get a cookie? Did you get something to drink? Well, I don't have a cookie with me, but that's okay. I will do without a cookie. I actually have some Snickers in the other room, but you know. Anyway, I don't need any more of those. Okay, so what I'm going to work with, and I forgot that I had these actually. This is a rice paper. Okay, it's a very thin. I guess you could kind of see through it a little bit. It might be a little bit translucent if you hold it up to the light. Anyway, so I've got this one. Or I could do this one here. Okay. I like both of them. That's what it says right there. Anyway, I had ordered these off the internet. You can also find them on various Etsy shops, I'm sure. So I need to figure out how big a thing I need to do this here. Don't think there's any backing on there. Nope. And we're going to use this wonderful acrylic medium. It's called glazing medium. Okay, this is a bit pricey. I didn't realize how pricey it was. But anyway, it's kind of pricey. So, we're not going to add any more watercolor or color to this. And I was kind of hoping this would kind of show through the background, and it may. Not for sure, for certain, or any of that kind of thing. So I'm going to, oh me, oh my, oh, I wish now I had gotten a pencil or something. Uh-oh. Well, Mary, you could have just thought of that. Couldn't you have just thought of that? Yeah. I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay. I need to pop up out of my chair and go get a pencil. So you'll just hang tight. Talk among yourselves there, and I'll be right back. All right. I guess I didn't have everything at my disposal, did I? Nope. Okay, so I'm just going to... And also I needed to kind of wait to make sure this kind of was dry. And we will see here how we want to do this. And some of you might say, well, that's not very mixed media. But it will be, you know. I think mixed media can be anything, really, right? It can be whatever you want it to be. I'm just trying to get this to where I need to get it. All right. Basically, I can see that. I don't really have too many pictures up in my kitchen. And this is very pretty, and I don't know if I do an okay job, I may not mind it being in my kitchen, really. Or I might just hang it in my craft room. Anyway, I thought it was really cute paper, and I wanted to go ahead and sometimes, like I think I told you before, sometimes I will buy things on a whim. And I do not see... Oh dear, where did the pencil line go? Oh, I see it now. Barely do I see it. Oh goody. Where did it go? Note to self, make the pencil line a little bit darker next time. Note to self, note to self. You probably hear my birds. My birds are out on the back porch. We have an enclosed back porch, and it's not a 4 seasons, it's more of a 3 seasons, but I would love to have a 4-season back porch. Until then, we just work with what we have. Oh, I'm getting off track here. With my cutting, anyway. And I think I rounded that just a tad. I think. Well, anyway. I don't know that I'll be adding any more paint to this or anything. Ooh. Is that going to be too big? It's kind of hard to do this, right? Right. I do not know how this is going to turn out. Actually, I don't know that I really want it right up to the edge. I'd kind of like to, oh, I have an idea, and I need to pop up here again. Enjoy your cookies and whatever else you're drinking. Now, for me, my kind of cookie is a chocolate chip cookie, or a chocolate chip oatmeal cookie. And my favorite kind of drinks are like lemon lime, or colas, or root beer. Yeah. Okay. Let me go get something here real quickie, and I'll be right back. So I'm bringing in with me, I just have to think, the other last kind of mixed media project I made a while back was this. And I probably have shown that before. And this is just seam binding that holds this up. And yeah. Anyway, it's really cute and really pretty. And that's the only other mixed media that I know that I have done. Unless I've done some others that I don't remember doing, I don't know. I'm going to see about tearing the edge on this just a little bit. Yes, sirree, Bob. This is what we're going to do. Well, maybe we will. We might. We just might do this, you know. We just might. Maybe it will work, and maybe it won't. Oh. I was kind of hoping it would work. Ugh. Oh dear. Will it work? Oh. You know, if it's not exactly exact, I guess it's not terrible. It's kind of hard to, you got to really hold this down as you're tearing. Oh dear, and this paper likes to move. Oh, I see what it likes to do. Oh, well. Isn't that just a pill? Note to self, this stuff likes to move around. Oh, nuts. You know what, why even? I was hoping to have more of a decorative edge, but this, I don't know, is going to work or not. Maybe I should do it this way around. That means I would have to go in a little bit more than what I did. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I should have done it that way. Yeah, that would have been better. Well, we learn from our mistakes, don't we? Yes, we sure do. Yep. But hey, that's okay. I know I have another one of these, but that's okay. Just as long as I get kind of an interesting torn edge is what I'm looking for. It doesn't have to be like, oh, so perfect. Not really. Not really, anyway. Now this is going to be a little bit of a, yeah, you can see just be a little bit of a pill here. Well, yeah. Well, we're trying to get it to something here. We're trying to get it to look like something. Let's put it that way. I thought about working on a Christmas picture, but then I thought, well, I don't know if I have enough of anything to work on a Christmas picture. I probably do more than I realize. But maybe we'll think about that in my next video. Maybe. Yeah, because, you know, Christmas season is almost upon us. Isn't that just the weirdest thing? I think it's because my husband and I were very busy this past summer. Probably busier than we have ever been in such a long time because of his knee surgery. And back and forth to, you know, physical therapy for him. And it's just been one thing and another. You know how it goes, right? If you've ever had anything like that done, which I've had surgery before, but we don't have to get into anything gross. Why am I going this direction? I don't know. Just let's steer. Let's just keep on the crafty side of things. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's what we were busy with this past summer. So, yeah, I remember buying plants and things like that and hanging pots of plants. But you know what? Those poor little things, they're still hanging out there and they're dead as a doornail. Okay, let's see what this is going to look like. What do you say? We look to see what this is going to look like. Oh, I like it already because, look, there's a nice little edge right there. And, you know, I would like to get you up a little bit higher, but I feel like if I do, I'm going to drop my phone again, and I don't want to do that. So, you guys are now kind of at a tilt, so hopefully I didn't... hopefully it's not a terrible tilt. I don't think it is. I have an overhead light above me, which is also a ceiling fan. And I've got another, like a pole lamp off to the side to kind of try to give me as much light as I can. And I have a window right behind me. So now you can just picture where I'm sitting. But anyway. Yeah, I think that'll look really nice. To tell you the truth, I had almost forgotten that I had these papers because I had bought them, probably in the earlier part of this year, and I really did not know what I was going to do with them. But, you know, hey, that's okay. That works for me. So now I've got to find something to, yeah. Let me see here. I can't remember how I used this before. Oh. Yeah, I do remember now. Okay. Well, anyway, we're going to give this a good old shake here. And I could not find my deeper cups that I use in order to, you can tell that's been out in the garage. I don't know if that was a dead spider or not. But anyway, I'm going to pour a little bit of this into these little teeny shallow cups here and see what kind of... My goodness, is everything stuck? Oh, I hope not. This better not be goobered up. Oh, no, it flows. Oh, goody, it flows very well. Yay, it flows. So anyway... I think I'm going to work with a sponge brush. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I thought about doing something with a napkin, but I thought, no, let me go ahead and do this. But really, I need to add more color to my edges, maybe, possibly. I don't know. What do you think? I know you can't really see all the way around on that, but I really like that. And it kind of goes with that blue a little bit too, kind of. I don't know, maybe that's more of a teal, possibly. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit on the back here. I don't know. This might turn out. Nope, I'm not going to say it. Let's just proceed, shall we? Let's not do the what ifs right now, because then I will just back out of this project altogether, and I don't want to do that. Oh, goody. This is just lots of fun. I want some of this on the back, so hopefully it'll stick. And I don't know if I like this sponge brush or not. I think I'm going to have to work pretty quickly. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that before it dries. Ooh, mercy, mercy. But, you know, you're learning with me. As I said, I don't do these very often, or I've never ever really worked with these particular things before, so your guess is as good as mine. I just want enough on here to adhere to my canvas, basically. That's what I want. That's what I want. Yep, that's what I want. Okay. Let's flip you over now. And I think there might be a little bit of curling to this, which is totally fine with me. I'm really hoping that this will work. Let me think. What did I do this on once before using this medium? Oh. Well, I did it on paper using this medium. Well, good gosh almighty. Let's just try it on. Let's just keep going. Keep going, Mary. Don't talk yourself out of it, and don't overthink it. That is the worst problem I have, is overthinking things. And then after that, I criticize the poo out of myself. I say, well, should I have done that? I don't know. Oh, that doesn't look good. As I continue to tear myself apart. But anyway, we're going to see how this will work out. Come on, little cafe with the cute little birdie on here. Let's hope you work out. Oh, I can see this having a lot of wrinkles in it, but like I said, it's okay. Kind of like decoupaging in a way, I suppose. Where I'm sitting, I'm looking toward our really huge window that we have in our living room. Because when our house was made in 1956, I think, well, back then people, let's see, how do I want to say that? Back in the 1950s, from what I understand, is that, you know how doctors and dentists and lawyers and everybody now live in big McMansions, you know, and that's all fine and Jim Dandy. Live in a big McMansion, what do you want to call it? You know, I mean, they live in really big houses, and some of them are just absolutely lovely. Okay, so I will say that if you live in a really big house in one of those really big homes, you know it's lovely. Well, anyway, what I want to say is back in the 1950s, this house that we are in currently was had a couple of doctors at different times that lived here with their families. And the first people that lived here had this, I guess they had this house built and to their specifications of what they wanted, you know. And, excuse me. And across the street from us right now is a neighborhood, but back in the 50s, that was a wooded area. And so they had a really large window that they put in so they could look out into the wooded area, you know. So, yeah, that's what basically I'm trying to say. I love looking at really large homes. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, even older homes, too. When they're all nice and fixed up, you know, and everything, they look really awesome. But anyway, so when they built this home, I'm sure that they were building it to look out onto those woods over there. What used to be woods, anyway. But now these are no longer woods. These are neighborhoods that are in front of our home. I don't know about sponge brushes. I guess they have their place, but this is not. It's going okay, I suppose. Now that I think about it, I probably, before I added this, I probably should have added whatever else I was going to add to this, but maybe I don't want to add too much to it. But anyway, basically, that's what I wanted to say. And the homes back in the 50s, unless they were built to be like huge 2-story homes or whatever, you know, those really old homes that were like maybe over, I don't know, built in the 20s or whatever, or the 1800s or whatever. What am I trying to say? People just lived in whatever kind of home they had, you know, to live in. I'm getting off track, I know. I know I am. I'm just rambling. That's what I'm doing. Basically, what I'm trying to say is this home is not a huge home that I live in. This home is just like, you know, it's sufficient for us and everything like that. And whoever lived here thought about having this really humongous window so they could look out onto the woods. And I would imagine there was kind of deer and all kinds of things that lived over there in the woods. Now I kind of sound like Bob Ross. Happy little trees and all this good stuff. And the other house we lived in, when we lived down south, why is that not sticking? Is this sticking up here? I did not have a window that looked out onto the front of my home. All I had was my front door had a large oval window in it. Let's put it that way. Why is that not sticking down? Why did this stick down over here and this is not sticking down? I don't get it. Do I just have too much stuff over here? Maybe that's it. I don't know. Like I said, there's going to be wrinkles and crinkles in this. I have learned. Sorry, I went on a tangent, but, you know, that's just how tangents are, you know. They're not planned. They're just whatever pops out of your mouth, you know. Pops into your head and never mind. I do not want to start this video over again. Let's put it that way. I guess what I was trying to say is, I guess back in the 1950s, maybe even the 40s, I don't know, Doctors did not live, as far as I know, did not live in big homes. Maybe some of them did. I don't know. I don't know the logistics on any of that. You know, I don't know the history necessarily on if they did or not. I suppose if they made a lot of money back then maybe some of them did live in more more of the we call it 2-story homes. They may have, and they probably did. These were just some things I learned from family members when some of my family members were still living. That's the only reason why I mentioned that, basically. That's why I mentioned that. I think I just kind of go around the edges with some of this gloss. Because this is, it's a glazing medium. I would imagine it's acting kind of like a Mod Podge. I was looking at the time. So this might be a little bit longer video. I don't know for sure how long. Again, I thank you so much for watching my videos, and if this is something you might like to try, by all means try it, and I would imagine you might even come up with, I won't say better looking, but you might know more about this than I do, and if so, you might be a little bit more experienced than I am at making these kind of things. I have not done a whole lot of these kind of things before, and this is the first time I've done this on canvas. Basically. I wasn't too sure what the weather was going to do today. It kind of looked as if it looked sort of stormy earlier, but then it brightened up and the sun popped out, and I'm okay with that. So now I need to really let this dry. And again, this is rice paper that we are working with here. And like I said, I don't know if some of this blue might show through or not, but I'm glad that I went with that color because it kind of goes with the this little coffee cup here. And I don't know, depending on my mood, I might even, if I enjoy doing this kind of thing, I might end up doing another project. What I wanted to call it? Oh, mixed media. I don't know what I was going to call it. I don't know. Maybe I need to eat a little bit of dinner. We had lunch earlier. And now I'm sort of getting hungry. So if I had eaten any cookies, I would have just been like, well, that's not exactly really what I wanted. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and I will catch you all later. And I'm just going to pause my video, basically. Oh, I've kind of been forgetting about this edge over here. And I'm going to see how this does. I know it's probably going to do more wrinkling, but I expect it to do that anyway, so yeah. I don't really even want to touch it, but I am so glad I'm using something. I would not want this on my table. Not really. Alrighty, well, there we have it. And there you can kind of, and we might get some glare from the light up there, but you can basically see how this is coming along here. And I will, let me see if I can do this without bumping you around too much. We'll just kind of show you what this is like here. I think this is very, very cute. And we got a lot of, in the wrinkles, we have a lot of reflection there. Oop, too fast, I know. Well, anyway, I hope that you'll join me again in just a little while. It'll be just a matter of a few seconds for you, because I'm going to probably eat something. I'll come back and I'll add more to this and see what I want to add anyway. Alrighty, well, thank you again for joining me. And if you'd like to stick around a little bit longer and see how this turns out, then by all means, stay around. Alrighty, enjoy your cookies, and I'll see you a little bit later. Hi everyone, I'm back, but I have not added anything because I kind of got to thinking that if I leave my phone in a pause mode while I go and do something else, I might wear down my battery a little bit faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let this be the first video, and then we're going to do this as this is the first part, and we're going to have a second part. So part 2 then. So I hope that you'll stick around. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up, and leave me a comment if you wish. And I do love your comments. And have a great day if you can't stick around. But if you can, I sure would appreciate it. And thanks again for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. Bye.